Heroin injection sites in your neighborhood. I'm Brian Lilley with the Rebel.media. Do you remember during the last election, the Conservatives said that if you voted for the Liberals, that we would end up with heroin injection sites in our neighborhoods? The media had a good laugh at that. The Liberals had a good laugh at it. Oh, how could they? The man who's now the defense minister, Harjit Sajjan, actually said he couldn't believe the Conservatives were stooping so low. And what do we have now? Just months after the Liberals' election win? Well, in Sajjan's own Vancouver, they're looking at another so-called safe injection site at the Dr. Peter Centre. This is about a block away from a major residential neighborhood. So that would be a heroin injection site in your neighborhood. In Ottawa, they're looking at putting one about a 20-minute walk from Parliament Hill in the Sandy Hill neighborhood. Yeah, that's right. A neighborhood filled with well-to-do houses and an awful lot of students. And nearby, some rough and tumble areas of Lower Town that have always been the site of people with addictions. That's where they're putting it. But it is definitely a residential neighborhood. Now Toronto has come out with 3 proposed locations, one of which is right at the epicenter of the city, Yonge and Dundas Square. This is where everyone walks in and out. It is a major tourist attraction. Now it's going to be the site of a heroin injection center. And then the other 2, well, those are in residential areas. Let me read off the locations to you. The Queen West Central Toronto Community Health Centre and the South Riverdale Community Health Centre. Both of those locations, guess what? Residential neighborhoods. That's a real problem. I don't think most people want a heroin shooting gallery in their neighborhood. They'd rather not. It's not that they don't care about people that have addictions. They just don't want that problem, especially one as violent, as volatile as heroin, moving into their neighborhood. And I don't blame them. I don't want it in mine. But secondly, can we get off of calling these safe injection sites? There's nothing safe about heroin. You might have a slightly safer way to do it by having a nurse watch over you. You might have a slightly safer way to do it by using a clean needle rather than one pulled out of a garbage can on the back alley. But it's still not safe. Heroin is not safe, and we shouldn't be aiding and abetting people who are addicted to it. We should be helping them. These safe injection sites are put forward as some kind of compassionate way to help those in need. But I can tell you from my own experience of dealing with addicts and addiction, that's not the compassionate thing to do. The compassionate thing to do is to get them treatment. Fact of the matter is, there isn't enough money for treatment centers across the country. They are underfunded in pretty much every province. But there's going to be money for these centers to help people continue with their addictions. And that's simply wrong. Wouldn't this money be better spent helping people get off the drugs? That's the compassionate thing to do, not the false compassion of keeping someone addicted to smack.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.